Whatever.
Hey mama, it's been a while, but I think I finally see this life ain't about the thrills or the ways of society. I'm growing tired of all the things everybody says I should be. I just wanna be left alone to do whatever I please. I still can't really say what it is I'm looking for, but I'm gladly left behind the way I was before. There are days I wish I wasn't telling miserably, but I think I'm coming around to a life that I believe. Hey mama, remember when I wouldn't even say hello?
What's going on, everybody? Frank here for the Bake Soul Gentlemen with some great news to give to you guys. Our good buddy Hack over at Villiger Lounge in Ridgecrest, California has come up with an amazing promotion idea to help us out and to help out Cigars for Warriors. So basically, if you guys have not yet become a supporter of the Bake Soul Gentlemen, by starting May 1st through the rest of the month of May, he is going to match every donation made to Cigars for Warriors. So you sign up to become a supporter for $4.99 a month, he is going to give $4.99 to Cigars for Warriors. So you guys, if you want to help us out and help out Cigars for Warriors, make sure you guys hit that Become a Member link at the top of the page, or when you're commenting on our videos, hit that little teal shield with the heart. Thanks a lot, Hack, for helping us out with this. Hopefully this will help us out and help out Cigars for Warriors. Y'all have a great one.
That's why I think we need to put more money in the stocks that just sell the glue that puts those cigars together. Just that portion of the situation. Oh my gosh, are we live? I'm just kidding. I knew we were live, guys.
We are going to see half of me.
Because-
That's fine.
Get over here, then. I didn't know you were going to be on this morning. It wasn't my fault. Guys, I got to say, we got a treat for you because Frankie has hopped on 3 days in a row now. That's some sort of record.
You know, Frankie feels like shit this morning. He's got to take his little blue pill.
Little Claritin never hurt nobody. I also have set up wrong because I put my coffee on the wrong side. I apologize. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Is that like the third cup you've gone through?
Lucky number 3, yes. Hopefully it won't get destroyed. And
John's trying after the morning with some hard-hitting journalistic questions saying, Miguel, where's your hat?
I didn't want to wear one right now. I realized that I've been getting like a little bit of headaches lately, and I'm thinking like, man, what am I doing different? I forget. That's why I don't wear hats very
So
often.
loosen your hat, bro.
I can't because then it feels all loose, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I doing with my life?
Well, either way, Samuel, Casey, Matt, William, John, Billy, everybody else watching, how are you guys doing this morning?
Great to see all of you. Thank you for those who said good morning to Miguel when the first started, and then you got this big surprise because Frankie's up and at him again, and I think he'll probably be with us tomorrow morning once Cigar Chase Fire hops on. But I'm getting ahead of myself because the first thing I wanted to talk about is because I've been smoking little guys while we're doing the show. But bro, what are you having right now?
Oh man, I'm having a STEM party in here.
Uh-oh, that's not
That's
what
what I'm having.
Well, then we'll go to my cigar for right now. I'm having these little Villiger classic exports. There we go. Get the glare off that. Nothing fancy about this guy. I mean, I like the packaging. It comes fancy. I got this right here, the last one in my box. This little white paper that covers each one of them. They are about this big, so about a cigarillo length with a little more girth to it, a little more ring gauge. And I gotta say, there was 5 in the box. I already smoked 3, and I think they're really nice. You can get, I want to say we have them at the shop, but if this is just a cheapy guy, kind of keep you going, you can get them pretty much anywhere. It looks like even on Cigars International, they're a pack of 50 of these for $60. So you're looking at like what, $1.10 a stick? That's not bad to start your morning off, I would say. And the flavor is actually really nice. It's there. William always working. All the juice causing the headaches. That actually could be it. I need to eat a little more protein. You're not wrong, Barry. I think that actually helps out. I ate a little chicken and I felt a lot better. So I don't know. I've been trying to do a protein shake too. Add that in there. Mm-hmm. Same as I dumped my girlfriend and smoking a quorum. Are those two related? What's going on, brother? Good morning, gentlemen. Good start to my home work day. Thank you, Dean. Appreciate that, man. And Hack joining us as well. Don't forget, guys, if you saw the opening video, Hack and Bench of Honor is helping us out this month.
Yep.
Everyone who signs up for Facebook supporter group will get $5 donated to Cigars for Warriors, courtesy of them. Thank you so much for starting this off, Hack. It really does help us out.
Speaking of Hack is also one of our very good Patreon supporters. And Hack, good news. I got my package in last night from Vistaprint, and I've got my special little bonus thing for all of you Patreon supporters. I kind of want to show it off. I kind of don't want to show it off. It's nothing huge. It's just something that I thought was pretty cool. So we're going to be sending off all of the Patreon stuff next Tuesday. So you guys should be having that by the end of the week over in Ridgecrest. But yeah, I'm definitely going to post pictures of it on Patreon later today, so you guys can see what it is that I made. Again, it's nothing huge, nothing super fancy or anything. I just liked the way it looked, and I was like, yeah, I want to make this for the Patreon guys.
I think you're going to be surprised. I think you guys are going to like it. Yep, and that is a great way to start the morning right there. Just a black coffee, big cup of black coffee, and there's Villiger here. There's a Sumatra wrapper. Got a couple other little notes on it just because I wanted to touch on it a little more, since I will be smoking more little guys in the morning. Natural Sumatra wrapper. It's about a medium. Yeah, Brazil. It comes in a Brazilian and a Brazilian Sumatra wrapper. And that's about all they give me as far as facts go. Comes pre-cut, so you don't have to worry about that. Less work to do in the morning. I know how all of us are on autopilot anyway.
Yeah. I'm having the Flor de la Reina, by the way. This is actually one of Miguel's birthday cigars that he got. But he said I could have one, so yeah.
I did, and I hope you like it, because they're really good. Yeah, Samuel, kick her to the curb. She's going to be doing that kind of stuff. And congratulations on passing that writing 101. I love it, man.
Congrats, bro.
I had some other stuff I wanted to plan to talk about this morning before we get into the guests for this week. We talked a lot about Michael Jordan yesterday.
We did.
And, he's one of the greatest athletes ever lived. He's a great cigar smoker. But there's one that we kind of neglected to really mention as far as cigar smoking legends go.
Me?
Yeah, that's what I was told. No, that's not exactly what I was getting into. We'll go to that one another day. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Governor. Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I actually have a video of his up that I think you probably all have seen, but if you haven't, I want to make sure you see it because it is worth the watch. Boop, and
everyone ought to have a cigar. So I tried it. Well, the rest is history. I'm still smoking Stogies. I love it. And he introduced me to something really good. And I know now the next question. Knowing you, being the interviewer that you are, digging in deep all the time, you will say now, what does your wife think about that? Let me ask you something. When my wife's father has introduced me to Stogies, what is she going to say? She's not going to say my father made a mistake because her father never makes a mistake. So therefore, it is okay. I can smoke Stogies around her. I can smoke Stogies in my house. First of all, because her father introduced me to Stogies. And second of all, because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my Stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
God dang. All right, I'm stopping it right there.
That's some good stuff. David, how you doing?
Yeah.
Tom, how you doing? Welcome to the show, guys.
That is Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about not only does his wife have to like him smoking stogies, but he's also better than us at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's hard to argue that. He's lived a pretty exciting life. How many times? 7-time champion for
Mr.
bodybuilding?
Olympia or Universe? I forget. I think it was like 7. I think he held the record at the time.
Multiple huge blockbuster movies.
Yeah. Governor of California.
Which I don't even know how you do all that in one lifetime. That's an impressive guy. And he smokes cigars. I mean, I don't see him doing a lot of other bad habits. I mean, he was promiscuous.
Maybe other bad habits. It's not a bad habit.
You know what I mean. If you're gonna look inward out or outward in, people judge you for smoking cigars. How often does that happen?
Yeah, but
annoying.
Do not judge lest ye be judged.
Oh, I'm gonna judge. Look at you. You're a stud because you're smoking a cigar. You just listen to Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he'll tell you the truth. And he said it.
That's true. And I'm getting in 10 reps, just like he would want.
You're not done. You're not done with the cigar smoking.
If you guys haven't seen that video where he goes undercover at Gold's Gym and like he's telling everybody how to lift and stuff, it's hilarious. And he does this one where the lady's drinking water and he tells her, well, she's not done with the water lifting or the water reps because she has to get 10 reps in. So yeah, that was hilarious.
Arnold is the man. Yeah, Arnold is the man.
Yeah, see, did you just call cigars a bad habit? You're dead to him.
No, look anywhere that you go to people who don't smoke cigars, and what are they going to tell you? Oh, that's bad for you. Oh my God, look at me. And then you have to explain to them for 5-10 minutes.
Negative. I will prove Miguel wrong. We were at Wheels and Wings. It's an event here in Bakersfield where they do a little air show and a car show. Great cars, by the way. And the announcer over the loudspeaker was hilarious. They had one of the first ever like all electric planes
making a tour. Yeah.
It was flying, and the thing runs off of batteries. And he said it was funny because he said, "Oh, everybody, watch out for the extension cord." And some people were looking around like, "What?"
It took me a second. I was like doing something with just looking through boxes for a certain cigar or something, and then I look. I'm like, extension cord. How did they get that one?
But to my point, there was a band, and we were about 20 yards away from the band. We were a good distance away, and during the mid part of their performance, one of the guys comes up to us and says, "Hey, can you guys stop smoking? The smoke is bothering some of the older people in the band." And I looked at him. I looked around, saw all the cigarette smokers around the stage, and I was like...
And we were like 25 feet away.
I was 20 feet. Okay, we'll stop. So we stopped, just didn't want any confrontation, didn't want to cause any troubles. We're there to represent cigars no more, so we were trying to be on our best behavior.
Pause story right there. That guy looked at us, saw a bad habit. That's what he thought. Just like
he did.
I said.
Yes, he did. But... as soon as they stopped, we lit our cigars back up, and about 6 people came to the tent that did not smoke cigars, but loved the smell and just wanted to stand in the smoke.
Plenty of people like the smell of cigar smoke. But how more often does it happen when you are out and about or having any conversation with someone who tells you, or you tell them you smoke cigars, and the first thing they do is like, "Oh, it's like a giant cigarette." You're not funny.
They never once laugh like that.
They always laugh like that. Their laugh is annoying when they think those kind of things. They look like that kid. You see the meme where he has that stupid face, making like, "Oh, he laughs too hard."
Oh yeah,
the fake laugh kid. Because it's such a quick thing to say that they think they're right, and that just irritates me because it's not right. Just a little more research into it, and you see it's really wrong.
Yeah, that guy, in all intents and purposes, John, was definitely a beta male because he came over. He's like, "Yeah, the smoke is bothering people. You think you guys can stop right now?" And I literally looked at him like, "Are you serious?" There were cigarette smokers all around the stage, and he said nothing to. And
much closer.
Yeah,
much closer.
Trying to be respectful, trying to represent the company that I was there to represent. I said, "Okay, I understand. Sure, no problem." Put down our cigars. A second they stopped playing and their set was over, we lit those things back up.
And hey, it's not a big deal. It's not like it's the end of the world that we had to put them down and relight. You can relight a cigar. I mean, I'd rather not have to, but it happens. They're old. They can't play forever. Let them do what they're going to do. But let us do what we're going to do. I mean, it's a windy outdoor event. There's no way that our smoke, it's irritating.
I will say, though, one of the funnest events I ever went to, Miguel wasn't there. I think you were in Fresno. I went with Mitch, and it was a beer festival. And what I didn't know until I got there was that if you're one of the vendors, they actually give you a campsite Friday night, Saturday night. You don't have to leave till Sunday afternoon. And I thought that was cool because apparently at the end of the event's on Saturday. When they're done, everybody goes to the campsites and basically take whatever beer they didn't hand down. They have a huge party, which I thought was awesome. Well, I didn't know this, so me and Mitch just went up for the day. No big deal. Well, we're there setting up at about 9:30, I think 10 o'clock, somewhere in there. These 2 older ladies come up to us already shit-faced, just drunk off their asses. I'm like, they are not going to make it all day.
Frank, you're the drunk one.
And later on, maybe about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, the bands are going, the food's going, the people are drinking, having cigars. I looked behind us because behind us was a little bit of a hill along where the back of us was, and 2 stalls over on the side of the hill by a tree, dude was just passed out, like flat on passed out. Me and Mitch are laughing at this guy.
I think that's the way to live your life. The faster you live it, the more you can do other stuff. So I agree with what he was doing. Mitch and William and Cam and Peter, how you guys all doing? And Dean, I'm with you. I'm having a cigar tonight too. for a celebration of Samuel passing that class. That's good stuff right now, man. Especially when you have to kind of set your own pace and focus on your own. I know a lot of people have trouble with that. I've always liked online classes, but if I'm forced to do it, I think it's more difficult for some reason. So yeah, definitely good job, man. Headley Grange, I've heard of them. Have we had?
I've gotten one in a pack. I don't remember what pack it was, but yes, I have had one before.
I haven't.
But honestly, I've only had the one, and I can't remember anything about it. So I would have to have more to be able to give you an opinion on it. But I do remember that name, and I remember that I've had one. But again, it didn't stand out. That one didn't stand out, but I would have to smoke it again.
Yeah, I think it's that needs a second time kind of thing.
Yeah.
I can't say I've had one. I don't remember where you got yours from. I know I've seen them before and I've heard of them before, but that's as far as my knowledge goes. So definitely something we got to try.
I want to say it was luxury or something, if I remember correctly.
That only makes sense, yeah. No, I told you this, that LA County has a stay-at-home order until August. Yes, they're whatever you call them, the board supervisors, whatever. Basically just came out like, yeah, we're going to lock you guys down like your children and decide your fate for the next 3 months and probably run a lot of your business out. But don't worry, you'll be healthy. I don't understand this one.
Richard, how you doing?
Yeah, Richard, how you doing? I understand trying to be safe.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're now taking it to an unsafe place. What's the that mantra they were saying in the beginning of this? Don't let the cure be worse than the disease. And by no means am I trying to downplay what COVID does. I think it's still very dangerous. I mean, right now the world's at 18% death rate. That's not good. That's bad. But this is a little solid fact that every time the unemployment drops by 1%, a large portion of the population dies, or a small portion, excuse me. That's just numbers. Like if you put people down to that far, and that's what they're trying to do to us. They're trying to make us into numbers. So why aren't they looking at that one too? Unemployment's at the highest it's been in how long? I don't even know.
I don't want to get into it because I have a lot of thoughts on that, and I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way with my political leanings one way or the other. Although I apologize, I couldn't help myself. I made a political post today on Twitter. I apologize if it offends anybody, but it's my opinion, and I was really, really happy with what happened, so I posted it. I had a dude at the car was trying to sell me a bag of special cigars. How is it a hard pass on special cigars, bro? Did he do air quotes say special cigars?
Did he have a trench coat? If he had a trench coat, you could pretty much trust the guy.
You can trust those guys.
Either way. And yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, let's go to a different subject because no matter how much we would like them to change their mind, they're probably not gonna. And what do you call it? They're making it too political anyway. They're trying to blame certain politics. They're trying to blame Trump for it, or you try to blame Newsom for it. Whoever you try to blame, it's not gonna make it better. So just stop.
Oh, yeah. Let's not get into it. I don't want to get into it. Okay. Here is a question for you guys though. Once everybody's stay-at-home order has been lifted and we get back to a somewhat normal routine in life, what is the first restaurant you are going to go to sit down and have a meal? It could be fast food, it could be sushi, it could be whatever steakhouse is really, really popular in your area. I never had the stay-at-home. Working for a military contractor, we were essential. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, good. I'm glad that you're able to keep working. Has it affected you in another way though? We were curious to know. Yeah. And that's good. I'm glad you were able to keep going forward.
So, are you guys Golden Corral people? Are you guys all you can eat Korean barbecue people? Are you guys I'm going to Olive Garden because that's fancy as fuck kind of people? Red Lobster. What am I thinking of? Longhorn Steakhouse. Okay, there's a good one.
Yes, I believe their other company. There's a one that's more towards the coast that they like are similar to, and I want to go to. Gosh dang,
Thai food. Love Thai food. There was a great place in Ventura called Tips Thai. The owner was an awesome guy. Rest in peace, Chang. When I worked at the surplus shop, when they were sponsoring our paintball team, all of us worked at the surplus shop, and it was really cool. The boss would buy us coffee and like a breakfast donut or something every morning, buy us lunch every afternoon or every midday, and in the afternoon he'd send us out for energy drinks and chips. It was awesome. and we'd go to Thai food a lot.
John's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So is his wife. The whole family's awesome. Our buddy Timmy, he runs some comic book shops.
Yep.
And he's been hurting during all this too, but he's making it work. He's been doing online sales, I think, a lot. eBay and stuff like that. Because nerds will buy comics no matter what's going on outside. And he has capitalized, and I'm really proud of that dude. He's doing a great
Matt
job.
said that they went to Chili's, and it sucked.
So
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I never cared for Chili's. I think
With the bar?
you need the bar. Yeah, the bar and the appetizers. Like, oh, yeah, that's good. I like BJ's food, but I think if it wasn't for their beer that they have, I wouldn't really go that often because the food's fine. I mean, I like it when I'm there, but I think there's better food out there. Sometimes you need that bar to make a place work.
I love good Korean food, but I cannot find anything as good as when I lived. Well, yeah. Yeah, you're not going to find any, especially when you lived in Korea. Yeah, Dad. Especially kimchi. I like kimchi.
Yep.
It's probably not like super authentic, but we go to this place called Gen. It's a Korean barbecue spot out in Oxnard, California, where we're originally from, Ventura.
Love it.
And they bring you like these little side dishes, and one of them is kimchi, and I always get that thing refilled because they are fantastic. I just go down the road to a place called Grease Monkey. They have stuff like chicken fried burger and huge nachos.
Gosh, I love that. I am a huge fan of nacho fries. You just take basically just everything that's on nachos and you put them on fries instead of tortilla chips. You just stab it with a fork and just keep eating. Oh my gosh!
So you have to eat it with the fork because the fries don't hold up like chips do.
I think that's what I like though because it's soft. Everything's soft right there. It's just regular mash of food.
I will say one place I'm excited to go to once the ban is lifted. Once we get back to Dallas, Richard probably knows of this spot. It's called Mr. G's. It's in the Dallas-Fort Worth Hyatt Regency Hotel. It's a very nice restaurant. And the guy that is the maitre d' basically called us poor. And it pissed me off something fierce. So we went in and ordered the most expensive stuff he had. I instantly regretted doing that because it took up, I want to say, like 25% of my budget for the entire trip. But I was like, oh, shit.
He did not call us poor.
But he basically called us poor. So I was not going to be insulted like that by an old guy in a tux.
Okay. Richard can attest to this. The event has been happening over at the Hyatt Regency for a long time before we were there. I think like a good 5 or 6 years at least. And this guy has been there for as long as the event has been there. So he knows the crowd. He knows their budget and that they'd rather spend their money on stuff at the event than on food. So my understanding is that he was trying to help us like, hey, if you want a good meal still, but you want to save money, just cut it in half. We'll give you both the side. And then Frankie's like,
no, that dude basically said, oh, look at these Mexicans. They can't afford to eat here. They have the share plate, peasants. That's how I took it.
Well, he did offer me to wash dishes.
Yeah.
So that was a little different. No, he did not.
Yeah.
He was a really nice old guy. And he's always been friendly. And he's still working there. Hopefully, he's there when we get back.
Yeah, no, every year since he's been cool. But we go there. They basically serve everything a la carte, but it's fantastic. It's just really pricey. And, yeah.
I never had lobster mac and cheese before. So I'm not that kind of fan. So I like my mac and cheese, cut a hot dog in it. And then all of a sudden now I want crab in my mac and cheese.
Yeah, Matt, that would make me weirded out too. If they're serving you with the mask and they're like, not wanting to get close. Yeah, that kind of takes away from the dining experience.
Acting like
yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that restaurant's fantastic. So if you guys ever stopped in Dallas for a couple of hours on a layover or something, definitely go to the Hyatt Regency in Terminal C
2012
and go to Mr. G's.
So we only missed like 4 years worth of BI Hyatt Regency.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
Dean wants to finish the sports question that we proposed yesterday. So here it was. For you guys that didn't catch the show yesterday at 11:30, towards the end of the show, I asked you guys, if you had a choice, I'm not saying, I would take whatever because I'm not picky. I'm just saying, if they were all laid out and you had your choice and you were the only one going to pick, so nobody else got left out or anything, it's whatever one you wanted, it's yours. What Michael Jordan jersey would you take? I originally proposed his last season at the Bull, or his last season as a Tar Heel. Then Miguel proposed, well, what about his first season as a U.S. Dream Team player? And of course, we had his Wizards jersey and his White Sox jersey. So
yeah, Jim's hopping out that White Sox.
So yeah, I'd really like to know which one would you guys take, and then why? Why?
I still have to stick with the Dream Team. It's the Dream Team. I mean, that's world history right there.
Or you guys could pick his first Bulls championship jersey. if you want to go that route too.
That's a lot of jerseys.
Tell me which Jordan jersey you would want
or
why.
Or other side note, what Speedo that
Michael Phelps?
No. Arnold Schwarzenegger wore for Mr. Olympia wins. You gotta have any one of the 7 championship Speedos. Because that's what they call those, right? It's the same thing.
Sure, why not?
I don't know what it is. What do the bodybuilders wear? The tiny undies. It's just undies. I never thought I would watch so many dudes flexing until I watched Pumping Iron. Or is it Pumping Iron? The name of the documentary? Okay, yeah. And I did not know this, but they actually funded a movie selling tickets of these guys just flexing for rich people on Broadway.
Yeah, it's really weird. Really weird.
When you think about what they're saying, like,
all right, here we go. We're getting some answers. Sam, I'm not answering because I don't know basketball. You got to know Michael Jordan. You got to know Michael Jordan.
MJ is the
even if you don't know sports. There's certain people you know. You know Tom Brady. You know Michael Jordan.
You don't know Tom. Tom Brady's like whatever. I mean, he's gonna get better now.
Bulls, partially because I'm from Chicago. That's a good answer.
I like that.
Bulls jersey from the first of the 3 championships. Charles, how you doing? But I'd rather have a Pippen jersey. I love Pippen too.
Pippen.
As long as it's signed, I'll take any. Richard, that's not the point.
I agree, Richard. Yes, don't be a jerk like that. Generation Iron?
I thought it was called Pumping Iron. Dream Teamer's first championship jersey. First championship because it was the first of many. If it was not for basketball or baseball strike that year, some people would think he would have not made it to the majors. Oh, wow.
Hey,
so that's a good reason to have his White Sox jersey then.
That actually is a really good point. But let's face it, he wasn't that great a baseball player, like compared to the other guys out there. I'm sure he was still good.
There's a good answer right there from Matt. White Sox jersey. I know basketball jerseys are worth more. It's not about the money. I'm a big baseball fan.
I like it, Matt. Yeah, I'm much more of a baseball fan. But for that particular player, I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan.
I was just saying to wear a singlet like in wrestling.
I prefer that, yeah. Than what they've been wearing.
And the Sox jersey. Okay, so a lot of you guys want the White Sox jersey. I'm impressed. I honestly was originally going to go with the Tar Heels. But then when Miguel brought up the Dream Team jersey, which I didn't even think about at the time, I was going to give a choice of 2. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then I like what Richard's saying. Arnold might come back for a new Predator movie. That would make me so happy.
That's cool.
I love all the Predator movies. I don't care what people say. Like the last one wasn't even that great, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The one before that with Robert Rodriguez directing. I liked that one too. And again, it wasn't as good as the originals. I enjoy them.
Oh, Mark says that his son has a Tar Heels jersey. That's cool. That's cool.
That is awesome.
Charles said he misses baseball. So now that we've been talking, and Samuel's saying he doesn't really know who Michael Jordan. I mean, he knows who he is, but he doesn't follow sports. For those of you guys that are sports fans, like diehard, big sports fans, I have a hard question for you. Now,
hunting ground, nice.
There's several sports you can choose from, but who would be on your 4 people on your Mount Rushmore for sports? Baseball, basketball, football, hockey, racing, any of the major sports in the United States. I'll even let soccer be included, even though it's not that big. Who would be on your Mount Rushmore?
Oh man, that's
for sports. I would like to know.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
that is really tough. Lou Ferrigno wasn't Pumping Iron,
and he got made fun of.
I would say the entire time. Arnold Schwarzenegger was just ripping him a new one in front of his parents, which was hilarious because his dad seemed super arrogant while his son was doing all the work. But that's what you want from your dad, to be all confident for you,
Oh, I don't know if you saw that from Richard. We said, yeah, but Hunting Ground is the title so far, the working title.
Yeah, Hunting. I love that. I cannot wait for more Predator content. I like the video game. I like Aliens too. Don't get me wrong; those movies were great. But just something about Predator was like my favorite sci-fi horror stuff.
Yeah,
and it still is.
Dean said he used to do Arnold's 10x10 set workouts in high school.
Well, for
water
drinking.
Oh, so all baseball from Charles with Ken Griffey, Mike Trout, Willie Mays, and Mickey Mantle. Is that Mantle? Yeah, Mickey Mantle.
I guess.
Now, is that Ken Griffey Sr. or Ken Griffey Jr.? I believe his dad played baseball too, if I'm not mistaken. But let me know.
I don't know who I would pick. I think
he went all baseball. Samuel put Larry Fitzgerald, Danica Patrick, Kurt Warner, and Danny Hamlin. So 2 drivers and 2 football players.
Danica Patrick.
I mean, she is kind of a trailblazer,
It's true. And she's still really talented.
And hot.
She is very pretty. Very pretty.
That doesn't matter one bit when it comes to driving, but it's just the truth.
Well, if I'm going to go that route, I'm picking the Australian girl.
Oh, right
who
there.
runs.
Dang. Richard's got a good one.
Roger Staubach,
I'm a
Wayne
big
Gretzky.
Roger Staubach fan. But yeah, Michael Jordan, Roger Staubach, Wayne Gretzky, and Jackie Robinson. So he's got basketball, he's got football, hockey, and baseball right there. Okay, Griffey Jr.
I would probably take out Staubach and put in Tyson. I think Tyson or Muhammad Ali would be on mine, but I would go more Tyson. I think in his prime versus each other, I think Tyson would have won that.
I'm a firm believer Tyson would have beat Muhammad Ali. Jesse Owens, track. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he did play. His dad did play for Cincinnati. Okay. Yeah, Jesse Owens, that's a good one.
Racing.
Mario Andretti, basketball Wilt Chamberlain. And 20,000 chicks. Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown. Oh, Jim Brown, yes. And Wayne Gretzky.
There's so many.
Dang, Jim Brown. Dang. I remember correctly, Jim Brown won ESPN's 100 Greatest Players. He was number 1.
Really?
Yeah. Mark, let me know if I'm right on that. I'm pretty sure it was Jim Brown. He won number 1. I think he beat out like Walter Payton or somebody. But he got it. Tyson Little Crazy Fish with a face tattoo. Bobby Orr, Arnold Palmer, Ted Williams, Dale Earnhardt. I'm a New England bastard at heart. So throw it in golf in there too.
What's wrong with that?
Okay.
I was kind of waiting for golf to get in there. No one said Tiger Woods either. By all accounts, he's had one of the best records in sports ever. And what do you call it? That last that comeback from that last tournament he was in. I gotta remember. I want to watch the highlights of that because it was an impressive come from behind.
Danica Patrick, oh Lord, she's a terrible driver. I think she crashes more than winning. And Hack joins us with an all Ohio group with Archie Griffin, Johnny Bench, Pete Rose, and Arnold Palmer. Hack, do you think MLB will ever lift the ban and let Pete Rose into the Baseball Hall of Fame, where I honestly believe he belongs? Think of the time period where Owens had to compete in the Jack Nicklaus from Columbus, Ohio.
There's some great picks on here. Gosh dang, I cannot choose. I think the only ones that would be for sure for me would probably be Michael Jordan and Tyson. Those are my two, like, for sure on there as of right now. We're talking Arnold Palmer, Jackie Robinson. I don't think Danica Patrick would make mine. I don't see that. Wayne Gretzky, that would be a really good choice too. He should be in the Hall of Fame. And gambling is what they do in what do you want? Sedumsville. It's tradition. Nice.
Yeah, I'm with Mark. I fully believe that Pete Rose should be allowed into the Baseball Hall of Fame. I think there's people that have done worse that have been let in. So yeah, Alex, how you doing? So guys, keep going. Let us know. He should be, but they'll never let him in while he's alive. Okay. Second would be Jim Brown and what he had to deal with. Okay.
Reggie Rivers.
Bronco player retired, comes into the store, and I do secure. And we talked. Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. Actually, we have an old Packers. Was he a lineman? Wasn't a big guy?
I think he was a defensive lineman for the Packers.
Yeah.
Big Mike.
Yeah. And he is big. He's one of the nicest guys you ever meet.
And yeah, see, Mark, exactly. It's based on what you do on the field, not shit you get into off the field. I agree with that 100%. But like Hack said, I don't think they'll let him in anytime soon.
Yeah, very sad. Shoeless Joe Jackson. That's great. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
No, he got that nickname off of one game.
No, he's always shoeless.
No, he took his shoes off because he was getting blisters or something from his cleats. They were new cleats and they weren't broken in. So he took them off and played without the shoe.
Alex, I feel a little hungover, but I promise you I've drunk nothing. I'm just tired right now.
Yeah, my allergy pills have not kicked in. My eyes are killing me right now. I'm going to be honest with you.
After the second cup of coffee, I'll be good to go for the day. Don't worry. No, he's always shoeless. He just doesn't like shoes.
Anyways.
No, it's like the Iceman. He froze all his victims. He did that one time and then found out it was really difficult. So he's like, I'm not going to do that again. And that's not even why they called him that. It was a nickname from when he was a kid. Ricky Bobby, yeah. Bobby Butcher, Happy Gilmore.
Oh my god.
And
Wild Thing.
Nice.
Oh my god. I just watched Talladega. the other day. It was on TV, and I didn't feel like getting out the DVD, so I just watched it on TV, and it was hilarious.
William, you have a good one. We're already over our time, so we're probably gonna have to.
Oh wow,
wrap it
yeah,
up
we are.
too.
Sorry, guys.
1:35.
You guys having a great conversation right now. Sorry, guys.
And I forgot to mention again, tomorrow morning, Cigar Chase Fire will be on. Friday morning, we are going to have Hack on from Vince Giovanna. Really excited for that. Willie Herrera Thursday at 2 p.m. for the podcast, guys. Be sure to check in. A lot of cool stuff that's going to be in the box sales. So if you want some really cool swag, if you want some really awesome gear, be sure to watch. Again, 2 p.m. Tomorrow.
And what Matt is saying is, I feel that MLB won't let him in because they give a black eye. I believe that's the same reason that they don't let Shoeless Joe in, is because he was part of that Black Sox scandal where the White Sox rigged the World Series for money. Like 7 or 8 players or something like that had rigged so that they could make money. Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. Give mad props to Jr. for staying out of trouble and being a great public figure. Yeah.
Sports and cigars and time he's up.
Chris Shivers, and G-Man if we're going bull riding. Okay, so that was Shoeless. Okay.
You know, if you guys can send me some info on more like in-depth stuff on bull riding, because it always looks awesome. I'm just not into the sport. Like I don't know enough about it. I just like the spectacle.
I know they drink Curse.
They drink Curse.
They drink Curse.
Curse.
Yeah, we were there the
Silver
weekend
Lake.
that the bull riding championships were over in Vegas.
Bunch of hot ones.
And every single bar was like, gotta make sure we're stocked up on Coors. Gotta make sure we're stocked up on Coors.
Wow.
I was like, why?
What's going on?
Because they drink a lot of Curse. And I was like,
They drink
okay. And sure enough, they were drinking lots of Curse.
Everywhere you hear Curse. And you know what? They were nice people. All of
Yeah,
them.
they were awesome people.
Friendly group, and the champions of the sport. So that would have been a great time to learn. But they're having fun. I don't want to bug anybody.
Also, tomorrow, you guys, we'll have Willie Herrera on the show. So don't forget, you can have lots of deals. What's wrong?
I just said that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I thought you said Cigar Chase Fire.
I said in the morning, and then I said the whole.
Like I said, guys, my allergy stuff hasn't kicked in yet. So join us for Willie Herrera, you guys, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys get in on all your deals for Drew Estate stuff. If you guys didn't see yesterday, we had the new Pappy Van Winkle hats, the gray ones,
Yes,
the
they're
red
awesome.
Herreras, the ashtrays, and those Medusa Culebras. Plus, we have a bunch of other stuff. We have the Kentucky Fire Cured Drew Diplomat Bandit cigars. I don't know what the deal is with those just yet, but we have them in. So lots of good stuff for you guys tomorrow on the show with Willie.
Cannot wait, guys. We will talk to you later. Who won the 1919 World Series? I wasn't alive then. I have no idea. It was a little before my time.
Oh,
1919.
man.
Hey, Hitman, how you doing?
I like to think I know sports, but championships in specific years, it hurts that I don't know that. So, Hack, I apologize. I do not know the answer. But if I was going to guess, it would be
It was the Reds.
the Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati Reds totally won. Oh, okay. I didn't cheat at all.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. We're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
Let you guys get back to your day. If you guys are bored later on today, hit us up on House Party. It's BaconGen661, same as Instagram and Twitter. I'll probably be on throughout the day just to see if everybody wants to hang out and have a cigar. Y'all take care, and we will see you guys next time.
Have a good one, guys.
Stay safe, stay healthy.